Internet, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be showing you how to ink comic book portraits. So this is an old piece. I worked on this piece maybe 3 months ago and recorded it because I wanted to show the process on my YouTube channel, but I just never got around to actually doing a voiceover, editing it and things like that. And I think I actually released the video prior to this, the one about how to draw comic book portraits, quite a while ago now. And this portrait came from it was a commission because somebody was leaving his hometown to go to university, and he was a big fan of the Back to the Future comics, I think, and the client wanted this guy doing in the same style as the Back to the Future comics, but obviously with this guy's face in it. So I was trying to emulate somewhat, not entirely, but somewhat the style of the comic. So it's inked definitely not in a style which I would normally ink. Normally when I'm inking, I'm thinking quite a lot about the darks and lights and shadows and all the important things like that, about values, and trying to get the light to affect, or the inks to portray the way that the light is affecting the subject. So if the light is coming from the top left hand corner, for example, then things that are towards the top left of the subject would be thinner lines, and things that are have moved away or not facing the sun or the light source would be thicker lines. And you can also make thicker lines on heavier things, and things in the foreground you want to be thicker lines than things in the background, because they just stand out and it just portrays you just get that sense of separation from foreground and background. So these things I normally think about, whereas on the original reference image of this picture, which I was given to try to kind of follow, that stuff wasn't implemented as much, and it was more about the actual colouring than it was the inking, which is fine. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a very organic feel to it. So I went with as you can tell, a brush with quite a lot of texture in it, and it was from the Carl T. Webster's brushes. I'm not entirely sure which brush it is. I wish I did. It's probably one of the ones that are on the screen, so if you read that, it's probably one of them. Maybe the Badass Inco 1 or something like that. I just wanted something with a lot of texture and expressive lines, so if I press very lightly, I'll get a very thin line, and if I press harder, I'll get a thicker line. I probably didn't change the brush size throughout the full thing. If I did, it was very minimally. I just like to get that expression within the actual lines themselves and with the pressure. Now, this was recorded on my Cintiq Companion 2, and I don't record very often at all on that anymore, because the if you look where the cursor is and where the actual ink is, for some reason there seems to be a lot of separation. I tried many different screen recording software, and I can never get the quality actually to the degree in which I like. So nowadays I'm doing a lot of stuff on my Mac, my iPad Pro, and my Cintiq running through my iMac, recording things a lot of stuff now in 4K and stuff like that's possible. Whereas on that device, it kept cutting out, it kept overheating, things like that, and I just wasn't 100% happy with it after. I was at first, and then the more I actually used it, the less happy I was with it actually. So you can see the kind of finished piece, and I went for thicker lines sort of around the neck and the head, just because I wanted to pull focus in there. And I did a lot of, like I say, a lot of the shading, light and everything like that within the actual colours themselves. And this was kind of more a task of rendering folds, I feel, which again, I probably wouldn't do. Well, I definitely wouldn't. If it was my own private piece and I was doing something with folds on like that. I wouldn't render it that way. But I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse just into my process of working in somebody else's style, and just the fact that you have to be flexible enough to do things different sometimes. Although it would be nice if we could all just work on our own private pieces and just do that for eternity. That'd be like an absolute dream come true. But sometimes we have to work on client pieces and fit to a certain style. Right, so I hope you've got something from this video, even just watching a process of me doing something not entirely in my style. So what you'll get from that, I have no idea, but I just thought it'd be interesting to some people and make it feel a little bit more complete because of the drawing video that I did before. I said I'd put the inking video up, so here it is really. And the final rendered image is on the screen now for you to see. And yeah, if you've got any questions about the process or anything like that, leave them down in the comments down below. And until next time, have an awesome week, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. If you want to support me and in turn grab some awesome goodies for yourself, such as early and extra videos and Google Hangouts with me from as little as $1 a month, head on over to patreon.com/aceconnell. I'll see you there.